The Nevada Department of Agriculture is working with the city of Reno, Carson City, and local law enforcement to make repairs around the fencing around Washoe Lake. Installation of new fencing is currently under National Environmental Policy Act review, and the project is expected to be long-term and evolve as needed. This includes 23 miles of fencing repairs along the fence line to increase public safety and protect horses from harmful human interactions, as well as roadways. This comes after there were at least 3 reported horse versus car collisions in the East Lake Boulevard area.